So, who is behind 5 billion sales? I mean, who owns this company? I'm Gloria McDonald, and this past week I've had several people ask me that question. So, here's my question to you. Do you know who the owner is of the company that makes the pen you're using right now? I don't, and yet I bought the pen. I have no idea who the owner of the company is that I bought this tumbler from, and yet I bought it. There's so many things that we buy that we have no idea who owns the company, and yet we buy it without even thinking about it. So why such a big deal about who's behind this company? So I had a fascinating conversation. So the answer to the question is, we don't know. We know it's a corporation that's based in the UK. More than that, the actual individuals, we don't know. And that's pretty darn standard for corporations, right? We don't know who, because they choose to be private, and that is normal. So I had a conversation this week with two fairly people who'd had a lot of experience in network marketing. And they were asking me this question because they wanted to know who was behind the company before they could get involved. And, I said, I had an experience where I was involved in a network marketing company. It was a startup company, and the product was amazing. It was a health and wellness product, and it was absolutely amazing. And because it was just out of the gates, and I was one of the first people, I was always one of the top 5 earners in the company. And so the owner and CEO would call me just on a daily basis to say hello, to ask me questions, to ask me for my opinion. And if I were talking to you about this company back then, I would have said, oh my gosh, the owner of this company is absolutely amazing. He cares so much. He's incredible, and on and on and on. Until it didn't work out so well. And the company got sold very quickly, and everything changed. And those of us who had invested all of our blood, sweat, and tears, and a fair amount of money, not into the company, but in terms of marketing. And, I was going to all kinds of shows and doing booths and everything. Everything looked great until it didn't. And I've been involved in a couple of other network marketing companies too, in fact, that I can think of right off the top of my head, where we knew who the owners were. And yet something happened, looked a little fishy. One was an absolute scam, and the other, hard to know whether they were really telling us the truth or not. So even when you know people and you feel like you really know them, it does not guarantee anything about a company. Or maybe you're in a company or have had an experience with a company where you felt like you knew who the owners were, you'd seen them on stage, you've heard them speak, and you really felt, and they really were, honest and ethical people, and very well-intentioned, but that doesn't mean that the company is going to survive and there's going to be ongoing forever success. So why is it that we get so wrapped up about who are the owners of this company? Who's behind this company? When we think about it, there's so many things in our lives. If you just look around your house, I bet you don't know who the owner is of 99.9% of the stuff that you've got in your house, who the owner of the company was that produced that stuff. So we don't know who the owners of 5 billion sales are. We don't know who the people behind it are. But what we do know is that it's absolutely free to join. They don't even ask you for a credit card. So somebody sent me an email yesterday and said, I think this 5 billion sales thing could be a scam. How do you know it's not a scam? And I emailed back and said, well, you tell me, if you don't pay a dime and you don't even give anybody any credit card information or any way to get money from you, let's think, how can that possibly be a scam? So guys, you're either interested in testing this out. We don't know if it's going to be a massive success, but you don't know any company that's in startup if it's going to be a massive success or not. I don't care if you're personal friends of the owners and founders, or if you know really well, the top affiliate or the top network marketer. That doesn't guarantee anything. So you know what, guys? Life is risky, except there's no risk in this because you're not spending a dime. and they don't even have your credit card. So if you want to find out more about 5 billion sales, then check out links to the videos above. And if you're interested in getting involved and signing up for free and seeing if this actually works, I have a very strong belief that this is going to be an amazing opportunity and has the potential to dramatically change world prosperity. And the intention of the owners of 5 billion sales is to really take the power and the money away from big tech and give it back to the people who are using the internet. So check out the links above, below, and I look forward to seeing you inside 5 billion sales. Thanks so much.